did schools back up. They thought they had the virus under control. That virus then spread and it became an outbreak. Students got sick. They had to close schools down. How worried are you that what happened in Israel might happen here, given the fact that there are experts in Israel who say they made a mistake there?
Well, I would refer to our experts, and CDC Director Robert Redfield answered about schools on the Hill last week, and he said this: I don't think I can emphasize it enough as the director of the Center for Disease Control, the leading public health agency in the world. It is in the public health interest that these K through 12 students get back to schools that are open for face-to-face learning. I want these kids back in school. It is paramount to the health of the child.
The president just tweeted, to you answer a question about this, mail-in voting or absentee voting, whatever you call it. He's saying that essentially it's the same thing. So why is it now something that can be done in Florida but not in other states? Why is that the appropriate thing to do?
He's not saying, he's always made the distinction. Mass mail-out voting is with Nevada, where ballots are mailed en masse out to the voter rolls. So in a place like LA, for instance, where 112% of LA County is registered, ballots go out, and at least 12% of those we know are not active voters. So that is the distinction from absentee voting, which is where you proactively request an absentee ballot. There's a difference there, and the president repeatedly makes the difference. And he is also noting, as I told Jeff, you can follow up with the campaign on this, but there was a victory in the courts in Florida, and that's what he was referencing in the tweet. Yes.
Thanks, Kaylee. You mentioned extending the eviction moratorium and unemployment insurance. On Saturday, Trump tweeted, payroll tax cuts plus dollars. Is a payroll tax cut still on the table?
The president would love to see the payroll tax holiday because it would in fact benefit low and middle income Americans the most. But right now his keen and laser focus is unemployment insurance and evictions. Those are the preeminent priority, especially with that Friday deadline that Nancy Pelosi missed. Chanel.
Thank you, Kaylee. This administration has identified human trafficking as a crisis and has worked to combat it. The national